Welcome back, everybody. Many American families right now concerned about how to protect elderly family members and friends during this Omicron surge. I talked to an expert about some of the things that we can do to safely spend time together. With the Omicron variant running rampant across the nation right now, the concern is returning for our elderly loved ones. Should we visit? Should we stay away? What are exactly the best practices to keep them safe? Ruth Busalacchi from HomeCare says the most important steps start with you.
The very first thing that we all need to recognize is that if we are all practicing good, safe habits, monitoring our symptoms, good hand washing, wearing masks, obviously for those who are vaccinated, that is the best way to protect our seniors. But you really do have to listen to what your loved one is saying. And if they're comfortable with your being present and you're following all those guidelines, it's probably more important to see them and to make sure they're safe and to see the home environment and make sure that they're doing everything they can to keep themselves healthy as opposed to staying away.
And when you do visit, there are some key things to look for to make sure your loved one is staying as healthy as possible and not just against COVID-19.
As our parents age, we have to have sort of a shift in our relationship where we now begin advocating and looking out for their best interest. We encourage our families to consider it a benevolent act to question, to ask your parents, how are they doing? Dig a little bit deeper than just, I'm fine. You know, you want to go to the home and you want to actually look with your eyes and see, is there clutter? Are there bills piling up on their kitchen table? Those are all signs that you, as a loved one, might want to dig a little bit deeper and ask a few more questions.
Once you have these conversations, you can look for resources that help meet their long-term goals. And the pandemic should not stop you from reaching out for support.
This is the time of the year when families call more frequently. They've had an opportunity to visit with their loved ones, and they're actually seeing how they're doing. Regarding the pandemic, I think what we have learned in these 2 years is that individuals still need support. And so for home care, we've learned it's actually one of the safest options, particularly during the pandemic, because one individual is visiting with your loved one. We have found that just having that face-to-face contact, even if a family member can't be there, has turned out to be priceless. Isolation itself can lead to further medical and mental health conditions. So holding off and waiting until and writing this out may only increase their likelihood of having further health problems down the road.